You're now listening to Sleep Time's Over.
Sleep time is over, baby.
Listen up, everybody, as you tune to this podcast. Sleep time's over. Come closer to get the raw facts. Zach Moore's hosting on the show.
Sleep time's over. Tonight we're doing breakfast in hip hop. Your guests include Keola Warren from Moke's new to Kamaki, the West Side Warrior Myalz Stunner, as well as your sommelier to the stars, Mr. Sky Cameron, Miss Tiffany, and of course your host, DJ Zach Morris.
Every week as we do the mic swoop. There we are. It's been another week break, Sky.
Yes.
Welcome back.
You seem a little different. Is there something, are you a little older now, a little wiser by chance?
Well, I don't want to tell any tall tales out of school, but yes, I had what people call a birthday.
Oh, hey. Let's give it up for it. Let's give it up to Aaron Sakai. So, you earned your Asian stripes because you had a yakudoshi.
Oh, yes. Okay, so we gotta go into that explanation, right? So, desu? So, for the people out there that are non-Japanese, what the Japanese people do is they have this thing where when you turn 41, you have to have a party to ward off the evil spirits that are going to kill you potentially at 42.
It's 41 is a bad luck. It's a
41's the bad luck
because
year.
there's a superstition that they're bad luck years.
So what about 42? Do we got to worry about 42?
No, you're all right. Hopefully,
so that's
you're
it.
Right.
So I'm good.
But I think 41 is they have superstitious bad luck years. So we get together, we celebrate, and we try to shoulder the burden of any bad luck. So we try to take bad luck away.
Got it.
There's no demons coming for you unless.
You sure? The obake gonna come. The faceless while I drive in gonna come.
No.
Okay. Well, the thing with that too is I've never thrown a birthday party for myself. I just don't. It's the silliest thing to me. It just seems cheesy. You throw a party for yourself. You come to my party. But no, that was trying to overcome that mindset was something, and trying to figure out where to have this and whatnot, and throwing this, and I got a lot of stuff to do, man. I'm working, man. Trying to make $1 out of 15 cents, man. But so I threw this party, and I just basically want to have everybody have fun and just enjoy.
It was a fantastic party.
Harry's Hardware, shout out. Yeah.
It was at Harry's Hardware.
Harry's
Emporium.
Hardware, shout out Dave Newman.
That's right. Shout out to Dave Newman. Yes.
It was well put together.
We got to play the harp every time we mention Dave Newman's name.
That is correct, yes.
All the bar industry people swoon when they see Mr. Dave Newman.
They kiss his ass hourly. So
let's take people into it, man. We had a lot of good friends, a lot of people. You recreated a picture that you posted. That's your profile picture.
Yeah, so see, for the people that didn't get it, that were commenting, oh, you make angry face for. Well, that was the whole reason, because I did a photo shoot at Harry's not too long ago. And this was shout out Chanel, this was her idea. She may be here, I don't know. And so her idea was to have the photo shoot to build the brand of who I am. Like, all right, and then that was kind of weird in itself too, because make this kind of face, make that kind of face. You happy sad. So so I do that one picture. I post that one picture. I figure, okay, it's in Harry's. Why don't we do like where I can get everybody's picture as a little photo booth kind of a situation? I do the same pose while everybody's around me. And they can make whatever face they want, and then we just
and then you kept the same
comedy.
face, but progressively, if you look at the pictures, you got more upset. You got madder as they went along.
Well, the confusion, could be part of it, but I honestly say I was not mad that night.
Yep.
I was good, and I heard on Twitter that there were some bets being made.
Yes.
On my condition.
We did make
potentially
3 bets.
that night.
We did make 3 bets. We bet number 1 was when you would tell everybody to shut up and get out.
And I did not.
And you didn't. So
I tell you this,
or
all right?
when you'd lose it. Well, you have an alter ego, and for those of you guys that know, we call your alter ego Coach Sakai, and he does show up at one point in the evening. And you know what Coach Sakai always says when he shows up? Let me tell you something. And then we know Coach Sakai has shown up.
If I could just say something right now.
Yes.
Okay. Now, when I portray this said character that you're claiming I'm doing, it's basically it's called passion, all right?
Yes.
It's passion of the coach is what this is called.
Right.
And it's usually I'm giving passionate advice, making a passionate statement. It's all to help the brethren, the friends that all of you are. So, that's, and I say it in maybe a yelling tone.
Right.
Maybe it sounds like an angry tone, but, I don't get angry.
Right.
I mean, I can get, I can talk like this and say, but I'm not ever angry. So it sounds like it's angry, I get it, but that did not happen.
Right. The second
All
bet
for
was,
one.
The second bet was when your wife was going to leave, and you didn't want to leave, because that always happens. But because she wants to go home and you want to stay, and
guess what else happened? That did not happen.
and did not happen.
All right.
And the third bet was who's going to take you home, which normally I win that. I usually take you home. But I
But
did not take you home.
someone
Your
else
wife took you home.
You're damn right, because someone that is speaking to me right now didn't quite make it. So I was saying, how are you doing? Like, you didn't. Let me tell you this, all right? Sky Cameron, ladies and gentlemen. You were in a different state of mind than I was that night.
I was.
So therefore,
That was probably the most drunk I've been in a very long time.
there you go.
Yeah.
I was taken home by the said wife 0 for 3 on this bet.
Yeah.
All right?
Yes.
This is a new era. But you said don't get the next drink. I'm like, okay, let's go. And then that was it.
It was great.
So
It was
I
great.
decided that night.
You subverted all of our expectations.
Right, I wanted to change the game. I wanted to just change the game, and that's not only swerve anybody else that cared. Well, apparently you guys did care,
Right.
but I wanted to just because of this party being a potentially death trap,
Right.
not do it.
All-star guest list.
Some characters
Some
at this thing. Huh?
DJs, rappers.
Oh yeah,
Sean Hyman, Russ.
I mean Sean
Keola.
Hyman. That alone, is a rare. You see him out in the public.
Ben, the Lord Flores gave his first ever bonsai toast.
Yes, go figure, huh? Guy from Montana giving a bonsai. That's something. That's never been done. But a lot of different characters. We had the hip hop corner.
Yep. You
of
guys
us-
had all the DJs in one corner.
All of us sarcastically getting excited to hip hop that we really didn't care for.
Right.
And we're all getting. So in case you guys were at the party, you guys saw a bunch of yahoos all jumping up and down, spouting off lyrics to songs. We weren't doing that because we liked it. We were just doing it. It's like we're over it. We're like so over it, and that's how we are. We're bitter old people. So
Speaking of over it,
Yeah.
Avengers Endgame.
oh,
All right.
all right.
We got to talk about it. I know.
That's
I got
a segue.
I got a segue. I got
That's
a
a
segue.
segue, yeah.
I got a segue, right?
From sarcastic music listening to Avengers. So.
No,
what's going
no
on?
spoilers.
Well,
We're not going to reveal any
the
spoilers.
wife interfered
I just
on
got
the show. What
reminded,
happened?
no spoilers. We're not going to talk about spoilers. We're not going to talk about
No,
that.
we're not doing spoilers of
No,
any
no,
sort.
no, not at all, not at
Shut
all.
up.
But
There's one.
there was,
That's an example of what happens.
it was the biggest opening of all time.
Yes, made like
Three-
$29 trillion.
$357 million in the
69
United
trillion.
States,
All right.
right? And then made $1 billion overseas. It's now just crossed $2 billion today worldwide.
And you know what's the trippy thing is? It's a 3-hour movie, as most people know.
Right.
So it's limited screenings. So for a limited screening 3-hour movie to go crazy, like what's a comparable 3-hour type of movie?
Like Titanic.
Like Avatar, okay.
And Avatar,
one of
which
those two?
it just overtook. Speaking of that, it just overtook Titanic as the second biggest movie of all time, and it's
That's
on the
still-
heels
that's
of
still up there,
Avatar.
huh? Really?
It's on the heels of Avatar now.
A lot of people watch that Titanic. Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
like we know the ending. Like, what are we watching this for? Do we? Okay.
So
that's-
I'm
I
guessing you
digress.
watched the movie. When did you watch it? Where did you watch it?
Yeah, so I was kind of late to the game here because I know all you guys all decided to. Should I do the phone joke? No,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it.
Answer the phone.
Answer the phone. If you guys watch Kids in the Hall ever, growing up, there's is it gonna ring again? No. Okay. It saves me doing that joke. So I went on Wednesday, May 1st. Well before, all the nerds and virgins, they've seen it already. They're seeing it Friday, Saturday, Thursday, they're all going. So I went on Wednesday, May 1st at 7 p.m., the Ward Theater. Packed. Auditorium 10. Here's an inside tip. Here's a factoid, not a spoiler. If you go and reserve a ticket at Auditorium 10, and if you sit all the way in the top, the FFs, there is a door behind that FF seat that takes you directly to the men's restroom, right directly outside. Clearly, this was designed by a guy because there's no women's restroom anywhere near the second floor. So you get, in case you guys are going, you want to go see Avengers, and you take that female caller, you can go take Auditorium 10.
Why did you have to go to the bathroom? Did you have to make shishi?
Yeah.
You did go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Wow.
But because I seen it the next day. I went to see it the very next
you
day on
scheduled
Thursday.
2 showings.
So I went Wednesday, and this is my nerd moment. I went Wednesday night, and then the very next day on Thursday, I went at 11:15 show. So then I went to go pee because like, yeah, I go see him tomorrow. So then I went, and it's okay. But then with the theater, with the bathroom being, it's 30 seconds.
Right.
You just go in, you just shoot them out, and get out of there.
Shoot them out. No wash hands, nothing?
I wash hands. Yeah.
Good for you.
So I go 7 p.m. packed. All the people are there.
Right.
It was a quiet theater, thankfully. There was no ruckus. There was no babies crying. No guy talking at the screen.
What time was this show again?
7 p.m.
Okay, 7 p.m.
Yeah. So
Prime time.
prime time. But then something happened on Thursday.
All right, here we go.
So 11:15, I figured, okay, it's an early show. You know, I can relax now. I've seen it. I'll get something to eat. So then I go to the place that's down the street from the theater called Chubby's Burgers. Have you been there?
Yeah, it's
Chubby's
great.
Burgers. Chubby's. I tell you what.
It's a great burger.
Yeah, five mic burger.
Right next to Wahoo's.
Yeah.
You're right.
So they got the food truck. So I get the Chubby's Burger. Now I've never seen in person the Chubby's Burger. So I go and I get 2 of them. So I'd be like, yeah, you know, I think can. So it comes and it's not in a container. So it's in a bag that's open. The burger's open. So and they're huge burgers. So I have no bag. So I just go put them in the cargo pants. No, it didn't fit. There's no way it could get in the pocket. So I'm like, how the hell am I going to do this? So as I'm walking toward the theater, I'm like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And there's only one option left.
Right in the front.
You open up the pants. I go right behind Buca de Beppo, take off the pants. Not fully. And then I put the thing right in there. So it's like literally.
Yep.
So it's literally like, if you got it, it's like right there.
Yep.
So it's like a tumor, like an other thigh, you know? So you got this thing, and then it's open. So you got the oil coming out, right? So I'm thinking, is this gonna drip out?
Yeah, you must have got
Right?
the ticket lady all excited.
So, we're getting to her. So I'm trying to figure out how am I going to keep this here because and then of course I wear the shorts and you know they're coming loose because you know we wear the shorts loose because we're old, and then you know old style hip hop kind. So then I got the cargo shorts loose. I got this thing that's like a tumor on my leg. I'm trying to figure out how am I going to make it through the theater. The escalator, of course, is broken. So my sorry ass, I got to walk up the stairs.
You're
of course,
smashing this burger in your
I'm
pants?
trying to walk like with a limp, but I'm holding like I'm trying to do like this kind of like street kind of walk. You know, like I'm doing this kind of thing like this. You know, like what's this guy's problem? And then of course people are looking. So then I finally get into the theater, and I have to go scan the phone. You get the ticket, right? Then all hell breaks loose from there. Then the pants are falling, the bag is falling. What am I gonna do now? So I decided to go and put my hand in my pocket like this and hold the bag up. Like I'm holding the bag
Hold
up.
your pants up and the burger.
So
at
it
the
looks
same
like this.
time.
So like I'm going like stick them up.
Right.
Stick them up, I get done. So I'm doing that. And then I walk up to the said lady that I give the ticket to, and older lady, but I give her the ticket, she pauses. And I'm like, oh shit. What is she gonna say? She pauses to sneeze. It's like, oh, too much popcorn, my allergy. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Okay, I'm going now. I thought she was going to say something, but she paused a long time to do the sneeze, and she really kept me there. So I got that, and of course, you know, what else? What do I have to do when I have a burger? What else do you do with the burger? You have to go get something else. You got to get drink. So I got to go over there, one concession, walking like this, limping like this, and then I get it. You can get large, and I got to get that. And of course, I got to fill the drink, so I got to get that. Still walking, and I'm just praying that this oil doesn't come out. Something's ready to go here. So get the drink. Go up the stairs, pass the said men's restroom, auditorium 10, and then I just slid in there, smooth sailing thereafter. Never stained the pants.
You know you wouldn't have this problem if you wore a fanny pack.
That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen, okay? There's a certain, I didn't want to say his name, but there's a certain fella out there, he's the only one that's gonna be wearing the fanny pack, he's the king of the fanny packs, DJ Liger Woods.
He's gonna hold all the burgers.
No problem for him. So there was that.
Really quick. Just no spoilers. Do you want to give your mic review? I know we're gonna do a Old Futz movie review on Avengers Endgame.
Oh, that's right.
But are you gonna give your mic review now, or are you saving it?
I'm gonna go. I'll give it because we're not gonna spoil anything.
No spoilers.
It was 4 mics. I'll give it 4 mics. It was better the second time around than the first.
Okay.
I'll say that. That's it.
All right.
Yeah. What did you give this? What was your mic rating on this?
I give it 4.5.
Wow.
And that's
Okay.
high for me, but I have my reasons. I
right.
don't think it's a perfect film. I have problems with it, but we'll
yeah.
go into it on my review.
No
Speaking
spoiler.
of Avengers, You guys got to go on lightsleepers.com. Cavett has released the Infinity Shaka 3000 T-shirt. So,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yep. So go and support Light Sleepers. We can't even talk about the design of the shirt because the
No.
design of the shirt is a spoiler.
Shut up. Yep.
So if you've seen the design of the shirt, it is a spoiler.
That's
so
enough,
we're not
Ray,
going
I'll tell you
to
anymore.
mention
That's
what
it.
it is, but it's dope.
Just get-
It's
forget
great.
it.
Shout
Yep,
out to
yep.
Cavett.
Yes. Get the
Yes.
shirt. Yes.
And
It's a nice
then-
shirt.
So that same weekend that Avengers Endgame came out, I know you could give a damn, but Game of Thrones, Episode 3, The Long Night, it was Battle for Winterfell. It was the highest rated HBO show of all time. 17 million
Really?
viewers. 17 million viewers. The longest
Okay.
battle sequence ever filmed.
Okay, wait a minute.
TV and movies.
You're not spoiling this, are you?
I'm not spoiling anything.
Okay, don't need to spoil
Nope.
this. Did you enjoy it?
It was just
it-
okay for me.
All right, there you go.
Yeah.
I haven't
Yep,
seen one.
I know. And
See?
we've got to go into spoilers.
There you
but
go.
but
Okay, well, I'm not gonna. Okay, well,
Right,
I'm
right,
gonna
right.
let it be. That's it.
But the episode cost $15 million to make just one episode. $15 million. 750 actors total.
Really,
Yep.
it's an hour show, right?
This one was an hour and a half. So
Okay,
the entire episode, hour and a half of battle.
Got it.
So there was never filmed a war sequence this long ever in television history.
Got it.
So-
well, no spoiler here, but just to reveal that the weekly joke here is that I have yet to see this show.
Yes, you
but
have
I'm gonna
no
make
idea
an
what's
effort-
going on.
I'm going to make an effort to see this show. So right now, I want to say gladly to you and to all the people that are just frantically wondering if I'm going to watch this and care. I watched the first 15 minutes of the show. I'm at 15-minute mark of episode 1.
Were you inebriated or?
Once again, this is a new era. This is a new
I'm
era.
shocked that you even watched 15 minutes.
This is all in the past. We're talking about now. We're talking about the future. I did watch the first 15 minutes. I was intrigued. I will continue to watch this. Time is a thing. I don't have the time to.
Speaking of time, we recorded a little side project that's over 6 hours long. So
That's That's a work shift is what that is. It's a part-time job. Forget it. But speaking of that, which made me feel a little bit better, there's these Avengers spoiler podcast shows.
Right.
They're 8 hours long.
yeah, they're insane.
What the hell are they talking
Because
about?
they're going into every single detail and plot
Forget. So
characteristic.
I felt a little bit better about myself. I was in depression as we
Right.
see the 6-hour show we're doing. And for the record, we're not sitting there for 6 hours looking into each other's eyes here. Okay, we're breaking this up into clips. This gentleman has a job. I have a job. We're not going to sit there in our parents' basement and doing this thing.
But people are downloading it. People are
Oh, yeah, the
DMing
rating-
me.
yeah.
People are DMing me and making comments. And you've been getting some comments as well. People are enjoying it, I'm guessing.
Oh, no, yeah. The ratings for these are excellent. It's just we got 500 downloads for this thing already.
Fantastic.
It's a 6-hour show. 500 people are listening to this
swore
thing.
that nobody want to listen to this.
No, yeah. I was
So,
wrong.
yeah.
Yeah.
So.
There's a lot of nerds, and they
And-
love this kind of stuff.
They do. They
Yeah.
do. So, yeah. So
Shout
go
out,
on.
nerds.
They can go on to, hopefully they can download it and
Yeah, it's
check
on the
that
same
out. You have
as-
a 93 mix that you're going to be making that will be accompanying it.
God. Yeah, I finished the 92 mix,
Right.
which took me a
Which
month
is
to figure out.
fantastic, man.
So I don't know when I'm going to have time for 93. Don't even talk to me about doing the 94 show. That's going to be, we'll save that for the fall season.
Right.
I don't have time.
And a group that we talked about on the 1993 podcast is actually coming to Honolulu in
Yes,
June.
Diggable Planets.
Diggable Planets.
Diggable Planets is coming. Yes. Shout out Diggable
yeah,
Planets.
shout out Diggable
Sean
Planets.
Iman's going.
Yes.
Now, June 21st and 22nd at Blue Note is going to
That's
be Diggable Planets, the reunion tour.
This is the reunion
Right.
tour. So I heard the last time they toured was like in 05 or something like that. It was been a
Well,
long time.
last time Ladybug Mecca, who's the female of Diggable Planets, she was here in 05 performing. So that coordinates with what you were saying
Yeah.
there.
So
I would
I'm
go.
excited. Yeah.
If this was 20 years ago, I'd be excited. I'm like, whatever.
You're
But
going to go.
I'm still gonna go, but I'm just gonna be the guy at the bar sitting in the back, just like you remember Partridge Family, the manager. This is
Right.
a reference. He's like doing this, just doing that the entire time. The manager of the Partridge Family. That's what I'm gonna be doing. That's such an old reference. Nobody's gonna get that reference, I think. Well, you're older than me.
Speaking of side projects,
Yeah.
our own Ben the Lord Flores has a side project. He has the bar
Yes.
takeover event.
Let's go. Where's Ben? Yes,
can
the
I
Lord.
pass this mic over to you? And
The Lord, can I reach? Or okay, the Lord's coming around.
Ben's gonna tell us a little bit about the next bar takeover.
Yes.
Hey! Yeah, we got another bar takeover coming up on the 18th of May. This one will feature Miss Sarah from Encore Saloon.
There you go, shout out.
Her cocktail menu is totally different from the last one that we did. Each one of these bartenders are bringing something totally different to the Hi Brau Room. It's going to be something pretty special. So that'll be going down on the 18th from 5 until midnight. I strongly encourage people to call in, get reservations, make reservations, because we filled up twice over last time.
Right.
It's
Phenomenal.
going to be a baller evening. So, yeah.
Excellent. Excellent.
Great times. Yeah.
Good stuff. So May 18th, Sky.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
May 18th.
Yep. The entire room. Because, as you know, to reiterate that when you come to the Hi Brau Room when they're open Thursday through Saturday,
Yes.
it's only the Lord as the bartender, and that's it. So you have a room that's going to fill about, what we got, like maybe 50, 60 people in here?
What'd you say, Ben? What's
47? And you got one guy having to take care of the whole room, and that's a big undertaking, and for him to do this.
They're creating a whole menu and everything. So.
Right, and have a female come in and for that night and do it. That's a great thing. So, yeah, shout out to the Lord.
Other things before we didn't want to start the show on a sad note, but we had RIP to two major pop culture figures.
Oh, yeah.
RIP to John Singleton, writer director.
Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood, classic
That's it.
film.
Yeah.
And he's very talented director, but a very underrated writer. It's like most of the films that he was directing, he was writing the screenplays as well.
Yep.
And did you have a favorite movie besides Boys in the Hood? The obvious choice. Did you enjoy any of his other movies?
After that, like, I was trying to think of, like, if there was one that I remembered that really well. Like, what was your
Because
favorite?
I
don't
really
have.
liked Baby Boy. I felt that was a very underrated one with Tyrese.
It was.
I liked that one a
alright.
lot.
I mean, Tyrese, there's so much you can handle.
and I really like the 2000 reboot of Shaft that he did with Samuel L.
So
Jackson.
you told me this was good, right?
I liked that
I
a
get to
lot.
see that one, but
I think it's hysterical, man.
okay, that one I'll check out.
It's like a cop comedy. It's
Right.
awesome. And he's coming out with a new Shaft movie this summer. Not John Singleton, obviously, but Samuel L. Jackson.
Sam Jackson.
Yep.
Yeah.
And R.I.P. to Peter Mayhew, a.k.a. Chewbacca.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, man.
Crazy that he was in Force Awakens because he was like in a walker. Right?
Yeah, man.
So they had to pull. Yeah. So that's
Yeah,
amazing that he still
so-
pulled that off.
Did you have a favorite Chewie moment from any of the Star Wars films?
Wow. Jeez. You know, when in Force Awakens, there was a moment in there. Well, you know the one that I remember that really when you mentioned Chewbacca is the moment he got shot because that never would happen in a Star Wars movie.
Right.
You never see any damage
Letting
to
him
him.
get wounded, right.
Yeah. So that was a groundbreaking thing, and just to see him when Han Solo passed away, that kind of stuff.
I
It's
loved
kinda like,
Chewbacca losing his shit on Lando when he betrays him in
There's that
Empire
one, right.
Strikes Back. That's a
Right.
classic scene. And the scene where we finally see like Chewie get emotional when they defrost Han in Return of the Jedi.
yes, that's right.
And Han's blind, and you remember?
That's right.
Great,
Yes.
Great scene as well.
There's
So
still a chance to save Han or
Yeah,
Han
man.
or Han. Debatable. Yeah.
So R.I.P. to Peter Mayhew.
Yes.
And then we have a lot of guys that just were hospitalized in the last week. Sonny Garcia, thoughts and prayers to
Yeah,
his
that's-
family.
yeah.
Bushwick Bill got diagnosed with terminal cancer.
Right.
Curtis Blow had heart surgery.
Really? Curtis
And-
Blow, heart surgery?
Yeah.
Wow.
And Larry King, I thought Larry King was dead.
That's okay.
Larry
That's
King's
funny
alive.
you mentioned that. I saw that article too.
Larry
I'm like,
King's
oh, he's still
alive.
alive.
Yes. How was he, like 90?
Shout out to life.
Shout out to life. Shout out to hanging on.
But yeah,
yeah.
thoughts and prayers go out to all those guys.
Yes.
And yeah, man.
Sad stuff, but we're going to just anything else we got?
I think
We are good.
we're good, and we'll take it over to
All
our
right.
topics.
Let's go to take a break here. We got Tiffany's back, and she's going to be coming on. We got Take Time, Waste Time. We've got like a million topics we got to go through. I don't know
Yeah,
what we're going to do.
we got a
with
ton
this.
of stuff.
But let's get to that. Let's take a break. Sleep time's over.
Woo!
Sleep time's over. We'll be right back.
Yes, and we're back, and Tiffany's here. Tiffany's back, everyone. Hey. We gotta find like a nickname for you or something. Like I don't want to think of the Tiffany song every time like I say your name or something. We can make a contest. Maybe we should, Sky, what do you think? Make a contest. Think of a nickname for Tiffany going forward.
I'm not.
That's not
touching
gonna
that.
work. Okay. Okay, screw it. Tiffany, how you been? It's been about a week.
Good. How are you?
All is well. We're fair. We're all doing well. You were also at the said Yakudoshi.
Yes.
Okay, so what is your review of the party?
You know, that was my first time at Harry's Hardware,
Okay.
and I really liked it. The food was super awesome. I found my favorite drink thanks to Keola, who is coming up next.
Wow,
here.
look at that. That's a segue. What is the what was the drink? What was this?
So it's called the Aviation.
Oh, okay. That's a gin cocktail.
Yes, but I have it with mezcal, and that was a suggestion actually from his better half, Chanel.
Oh yes, shout out Chanel. Wow. Okay, so I hardly ate that night. So what kind of
Just
food
kidding,
was
I love
there?
you too, Keola.
There you go. Everybody's all loving everybody. What was the food? What
There was
was
some
it?
great food. There was the thick cut bacon with the corn
Okay.
salad, corn and jalapeno
Right.
salad. There was Opa toast,
Right.
right? There was Wagyu beef sliders or beef sliders.
There was Wagyu.
I think it was
Really?
maybe it was just
There's no
basic
Wagyu at
beef
Pine and
sliders.
Chicken? Okay.
But it was fried chicken sliders, fried chicken
Fried chicken.
sliders.
Okay.
Definitely fried chicken
Right.
sliders.
Okay. There you go.
It was a good spread. It was a
Alright.
good spread of stuff.
Well,
There
I'm
was
just glad
Brazilian
everyone had
cheese
great
bread.
time. That's
Yeah.
cheesy bread. Okay, so we're gonna bring back a segment that we haven't done in a while. It's the old take time, waste time segment.
Yes.
I used to do at Cabot.
The take time, waste time. We haven't
Yeah.
done it in a while.
It's been a while. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna throw out some
I'm
some
going to throw
topics.
out a whole bunch of
All kind of any kind of
current,
whatever.
current events, current topics.
Right.
And then let's get you and Tiff's
So
opinions
yeah.
on these
So
things.
being that this is your debut with this, if you hear the topic and you don't want to talk about it or you roll your eyes at it, you can just say waste time on the thing.
Okay, got it.
And if you want to take time on it, of course, say it. That's it, really. Pretty simple.
Okay.
Simple rules. Okay.
All right.
Done.
All right.
Let's go.
Take time or waste time. In the wake of big pop culture events like Avengers Endgame and Game of Thrones, social media spoilers have become a huge thing. Should people be free to post anything at any time? Should there at least be a grace period that people can agree upon? What do you guys think? Take time or waste time on this?
I'm gonna take time on this.
All right.
Just because, okay, so I didn't watch the latest episode of Game of Thrones yet. I know you don't watch it, so this means nothing to you. But, so I'm watching it on Thursday. So I have to go a good 4 days with seeing, little innuendos and things being posted on Instagram and Facebook
But the
about
issue's
it.
not innuendos. People are putting full-blown spoilers.
Yeah, some people are being nice though, and they're like, okay, if it's like spoiler alert. But then like on something like Instagram, if you're looking on their stories, so
Right.
yeah, you can skip it then. But if like you go back like later that day and you're like, I'm just gonna go look through my stories,
Boom.
and then like it's
Yeah.
like, oh crap,
Right,
I
and then they
thought-
gotta like
I forgot
RIP
that they
so-and-so
said,
or
yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
and they ruin
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
So there's been two sides of the story, guys. So there's the side of people that think once you see it, it's fair game. You should be able to post anything you want because you're excited to talk about it. And then there's the other side that's like, I haven't seen it yet. Why can't you guys just chill?
No, it's an unwritten rule here. It's like a street rule. Like it's just not cool because like you're gonna. Why would you blatantly go on Instagram or something and be like, okay, this, and just what is the reasoning for that? There's no reasoning for that. I mean, just let it be, and then if somebody wants to talk about it, then you can go talk about it once the guy's seen it. Then you can go see, okay, that guy's seen it, right? Okay, we'll talk story about it. Why would you want to just out and just reveal
What do you
the whole
guys
thing?
feel would be an appropriate grace period time?
3 weeks.
Wow, that's a
Wow.
long time. I was gonna say a
Wow.
week, but okay,
I was
3
like,
weeks.
no need to post anything. Why just post like, okay, I liked it. It was good. Do we really need to post, okay, this guy gonna die, this guy gonna not die, this guy gonna die? I mean, do we need really to do that? I mean, people can do whatever they want. But it's kind of like an unwritten law. Like, I would never do that. Like, if I saw Avengers before all you guys, I'm not going to go on IG story and be like, okay, this is what happened, everyone. Okay, F you. No, I'm not going to do that. It's just not, it's not fair. It's not respectful. So, there you go.
Okay,
That's
so
it.
we're all in agreement on that one.
I didn't think it was going to take
Yeah.
time on that one. That's
All
pretty
right.
good. Yeah, I
So take time or waste time. So due to the a law in Hawaii, so we have a crazy homeless problem right now, right, guys? So basically, the state is not allowed to administer antipsychotic medication without that person's consent. But if they're mentally incapacitated, they will never give the consent because people that are mentally ill don't believe they're mentally ill, and if they're psychotic, they don't believe they're psychotic.
Yeah.
You know, that's part of being crazy. So should the state is kind of debating whether they can just administer these medication, these shots to these homeless people without their consent. Take time or waste time on this.
Tiffany?
I don't want to take too much time on this, though. Is there a gray area? I don't know.
It's all shades of gray.
I don't know. I mean, I know homelessness is a huge mental health issue
Correct.
for the state, and I don't think we have the resources to, like really properly address the issue.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to do anything without anyone's consent, though. Like, what are you gonna do? You're just gonna like come up and like stab them with like needles?
They
or,
did
like,
something on the
give them
news where
pills?
basically they went and they have this guy go and talk to them, and then they try to get like in a roundabout way, a way to get them to admit to like, okay, maybe I'll need some help, and then they basically take them in and then start administering. They take them to a facility and start administering them. But most of these
Okay.
people will never get on these meds.
Wait. No, we gotta address now. There's different tiers of homeless people
Right.
out on the island.
Right.
Okay. So you have the guy down on his luck, lost his job, trying to figure his situation out, and he's trying to figure it out.
Right.
You've got the other side of it, where you have the guy that's going to be on Hungry Hawaiian, naked, on
Right.
the poly. Okay.
Right.
Now, are we going to go up to this gentleman and try to reason with him to get his consent to get a needle stuck into him? I don't think that conversation is going to happen. So where do you go with that, gentleman?
Well, we have
know?
a lot of people that, are, basically schizophrenic, paranoid schizophrenic that are walking around, and they're also like could harm people too. So
Right.
they're, that's why the state is debating. That's why I just was wondering
I
what
think
you
the
guys
real
thought.
issue is the how, right?
Yeah.
Which is the hardest part. But I don't think anybody disagrees that it's a huge issue, especially like here in Hawaii. Like you're seeing it more and more downtown, Kaka'ako, like everywhere.
Because I live in
But-
Chinatown, it's a big
Yeah.
problem. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
mean,
the Mecca.
Yeah,
I
okay.
work in Chinatown. I spend a lot of
Yeah.
time in Chinatown, and it's definitely an issue, but it's a sensitive one. And I think a lot of times, like, perfection gets in the way of progress. But I think for something like this, there's a lot of just care that
So if they
needs
can
to be
ID the
taken.
person and then find a family member, and the family member gives consent, would you think that that's okay?
I don't know, and I'm not going to pretend to.
Okay.
Well, this
know
is all a
the
funding. This is
right
all a funding
answer
situation.
to it, but
they
I think
obviously don't
something
know.
has to be done.
Yeah, something has to be done. There's
All right.
nothing has to be. There's nothing going on that's progressing this
Right.
to help this.
Right.
There really is not. They're just sending people away from parks.
Right.
They're just telling you to get out.
They're
And
just
go
kind
where?
of migrating people.
Right. Exactly. So that there needs to be something of more funding to get more people to be out there to administer this. Once again, the how. So that's where.
All right.
That's
So
it.
speaking of homeless and Chinatown, take time or waste time on this. A place called Mauna Kea Liquor on Mauna Kea Street is under review since a number of claims and complaints of people in the area say that they sell liquor to homeless 24 hours a day.
Oh. I
The
didn't- yeah,
owners
that was
deny
amazing.
this claim, but the Chinatown residents in the area say that place is a breeding ground for crime because of that.
First
Do
of
you-
all, I didn't know there were places open 24 hours except for Zippy's
7-Eleven.
well,
and
they
7-Eleven.
technically the owner says that they do not sell liquor, but they are open 24 hours. But there have been claims and reports of liquor being sold at all hours.
So where's the liquor commission and all this?
So
What are
that's
they
why
doing?
their liquor license is under review,
Right.
and if it doesn't get renewed, then shut down.
That's basically bottom line it on that
There
one.
was a stabbing right outside of that place last year.
Only
If
last
that makes
year.
any difference.
I mean, that's
the
not
only
happening
one that
weekly.
made the news.
I mean, right? They're not gonna make that on the news.
So
It's like
you got-
weekly. Okay.
Shut
Yeah.
it down.
Yeah, waste time.
Never mind.
All right, take time and waste time. Hawaii officials are currently looking into a proposal to legalize prostitution and eliminate the growing sex trafficking epidemic. They have adopted this model in New Zealand, and it seemed to work. So they've eliminated pretty much sex trafficking in New Zealand, and they have better conditions for those that choose voluntarily to be in the sex industry. And it's also taxed. Any thoughts on this?
Tiffany.
I'm not going to comment on this at all.
Okay, well, I will. So, this is the thing, okay? Now, why not just make the thing legal? Tax these suckers. Tax them all, and then we can regulate the sex trafficking, because now you got the IRS involved. IRS don't play around. Then they can go after all these guys, and they can even pinpoint where all of this sex trafficking is, shut all that down. That's the main issue is this sex trafficking. That's the main crap that's a part of this whole thing. Make money off the thing. I mean, why is it, if it's a legally done prostitution, not this sex trafficking crap, why not have these guys just, if they want to pay for sex, make some money off them, tax the suckers. We need money we don't have gambling here, we don't have the lottery here. We need some kind of an extreme measure to get something going for funding of the state.
That
You got
legalized
this
weed.
rail that they don't know what to do with. So I don't know. I'm just saying,
Right.
I would not be opposed to that because I think then we can finally put an end to this sex trafficking situation.
Right.
Because you got the feds involved.
Tiffany's not touching this one.
That's fine.
Tiffany says
That's
no,
how we
no,
play the
no
game.
go on this one. Okay, and speaking of intercourse, here we go.
Hey.
Hey.
That's the best segue.
Hey.
What did I get myself into?
Wow.
Take time or waste time. So the supposed Coachella herpes outbreak, is this real or fake? So basically, have you guys heard of this?
Yeah.
No.
So there is literally an app you can download on your phone called Herp Alert. This is
Hey.
a real thing where you can
Free app.
actually track and isolate STD outbreaks across the country, right?
Somebody's
And
on
over
their phone
200
downloading this right now.
Over
They're looking for this
200
right now.
Over 250 cases of herpes was reported in Coachella Valley in the first 3 days of the festival.
How is that going to be reported?
So-
who's reporting
Who's
this?
gonna admit to
was
having herpes?
Okay,
Oh, we
let
got
me-
a line of people.
Can you let me finish? Can you let me finish? Let me finish. So Rolling Stone did an article. This thing went viral. It was all over. You sent me the article, dude.
Yeah, I did.
Rolling Stone. Yes. So Rolling Stone did a expose and basically called it out and said this thing isn't real, right? And basically it was Herp Alert. I can't stop saying it.
It's catchy.
You know, Herp Alert went on record now stating that the numbers that they did put on their site were people that were Google searching herpes symptoms in the area, not actually having herpes.
No, see, get out of here. Forget it. It's impossible. How is that going to be possibly tracked? So this app is, come on.
I'm gonna say waste time because I don't understand where this is going.
Exactly.
Well, because this was a huge viral thing, and did you believe it? Did you believe it
Well,
when you
bottom
read
line is this. I would not
And
be
should
surprised.
these companies be
No,
able
hey,
to post
it
this
wouldn't
kind of
be
information?
surprised because it's Coachella. You got a bunch of yahoos going in there anyway. They're doing their any kind in there anyway. Might as well give them a wart somewhere. Might as well give them some kind of a little something that doesn't turn, different colors multiple times. I mean, it's fine. So be it. Get out of here with that one.
The
Let's go
question
next.
was because
Let's
it's a
go.
nationally distributed app. Do you think that they should be able to just post this kind of information, even though it's completely
But
false?
how would they verify it?
Exactly.
They post it went national
I think
news.
you're only as good as the data that you put in, right?
Right.
So if you have crap input,
Right.
and there's crap output.
But it must have been something because it went national news. So, all
you
right. So,
know.
take time or waste time. Multiple suspects arrested in Hawaii for what officials are calling the electronic enticement sting. So they basically, cops were luring online predators to believe they were conversing with a minor and then meeting up and arresting them. It was basically Hawaii's To Catch a Predator.
Good for them.
All right.
That's good, right?
So do you support this program? And do you think Aaron would be a good replacement as a local Chris Hansen?
Oh, that'd be great. You remember To Catch a Predator? It was a fave. Where
I think
Chris
Aaron's-
Hansen would be in there and they'd catch all these weirdos who bring pizza.
You know, it just sounds mildly familiar, but
Would
I,
you
was
watch
on-
a show with Aaron catching
It was
sexual
on
predators?
MSNBC, right? Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I think your catchphrase,
Well,
as the guy walks
as
into
he
the
walks
house.
in,
Like,
like,
shut up.
How's it going?
No,
How you
as
doing?
the guy walks in the house, Aaron goes, "Hey, bro, what you think you're doing?
Hey, how's you?
Where you think you stay?"
I mean,
I think that'd be a good
well,
one.
Hawaii fire, but yeah. It's a
right.
great thing. I think they should bring that back because then when To Catch a Predator was on the air, that shut down a lot
It did shut down a
of
lot.
that because nobody wanted to be on this show.
But
because
yeah,
you're outed and you get arrested
8
right
men
there.
are currently in custody. 8 men are currently in custody. They arrested them like,
There
it
you
was
go,
like
take 'em
all
down.
within 1
That's
week.
it, good.
So it's
That's
stuff's
awesome.
going down.
Shut them all down.
All right, take time or waste time. Aloha Stadium had an almost sold out monster truck event. This is still a thing.
You know, I really wanted to go to that.
There you go.
You serious?
And no, part of the reason was has anyone here ever read Modern Romance by Aziz Ansari?
Oh, yes.
It's a
Shout out Aziz
hilarious book,
Ansari.
and it just talks all about like modern dating with like Tinder and everything. And I was reading this when I was in Australia, and I had to like commute on a ferry every day, and I would be sitting there reading this book and just like laughing, like dying laughing to myself the entire time. But at one point he says like the perfect first date is one where you are both out of your comfort zones. So he's like, so it's perfect, like a monster truck rally. Like everyone should go to a monster truck rally on their first date because who's comfortable there? And then you get to see like really like
see
how
Bigfoot.
people react.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted to go, but probably not for the same reasons everybody else wanted to go for.
So if well, we know that you are currently you're still currently dating a gentleman, are you? Is it still current news? Maybe not. But if you were to go on a first date, and this monster truck rally was coming up, would you pull the trigger on this and be like, hey, go what?
Absolutely, yes.
All right, there you go. That's a good one. That's a good one.
I mean, I tried to get
How
him
about you?
to
How
go
about
with
you,
me
Aaron?
for this past one, but he was working. So
Aaron, how about you? Would you go to this?
Well, I used to like it back in the day because it
Yeah.
was major back in the day.
Yeah.
Right, Bigfoot and
We should
Grave
go to
Digger.
the
and-
motocross one too. The motocross.
yeah, you have those guys, and then
Yeah,
they do
yeah,
the.
yeah.
Do they still do the jump on the cars?
Oh, yeah, yeah,
situation? Okay, that's not like PC now. You
The
can't do
trucks now are doing like backflips and stuff.
Right, I
They're
saw
showing
that,
the
right.
clips, right. So,
I'd be down. It's just there's one factor that will prevent me from going.
which is
2 words. Aloha Stadium.
oh,
I'm not going in there. I've said this time and time again.
why?
Tetanus is why. Okay, you're gonna get tetanus if you drive.
Oh my God! You just get your tetanus
driving
shot.
high air.
It's fine.
I'm not gonna. You can take all the shots you want. As that thing crashes down on you,
yeah. Aaron wants to blow it up.
It's fine.
the thing is shaking right now, and there's nobody going in there.
I've seen a lot of UH games in there. It's totally
Oh,
fine.
good luck to you. Yes, they need to tear that down. Take the whatever ground they got left on that field, tear it up, make a new one. Get up.
They've changed the AstroTurf on there.
That's good for them. That's still not going to change my reasoning for not going back to Aloha Stadium. The thing is shaking around. There's going to be a thing that's going to be there called an NFL preseason game. That's going to be in August. 50-some thousand people are going to be there. You're going to honestly tell me you're going to see 50,000 people in this stadium that's shaking around, tetanus everywhere, with this ground that who knows what's going to happen. People going to survive this one? Count me out. Sean Iman's going.
Dramatic.
Shout out Sean. Oh, hey, we got 2 people going to the preseason game. Okay.
I'm still considering getting tickets to that.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
But
sold
it's
out
all
though, right?
yellow. No, it's
still
not
got-
sold out yet. There's still a lot of tickets, and then everyone reselling is reselling it for like $700.
Forget it.
But I mean, there's still tickets, but you'll be sitting up in yellow if you want to pay anything
Oof, scary.
around the $60 range.
No need.
All right.
Next one.
Take time or waste time. NBA basketball player Dwayne Wade showed up at the Met Gala with his wife Gabrielle Union with a hoodie underneath his suit.
Yeah, I
Have you
wanted to
seen
ask
this
you this one.
outfit?
So, what's your take on?
I didn't see it. Do you have a
Oh,
picture?
okay.
I didn't.
Basically, it's
It doesn't sound that bad.
You got the hoodie, then you put the blazer over it, and they were at the Met Gala.
Yeah.
What's your take on?
I mean,
hoodies with the coat?
everybody tries to make a statement at the Met Gala. That's the whole point. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, some of the few pictures that I did see were just like Kylie and Kendall Jenner, who everybody was comparing to. Was it Dumb and Dumber? Like their
Oh.
suits there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Oh, there you go. There's a picture right there. There you go.
Oh,
That
see,
looks
that's
all
not
right,
bad.
huh?
It looks like a classy hoodie.
It looks good.
All right. So she's saying classy.
So I just
She's
want to see
giving it the
from a
okay.
female perspective, what's your take on?
I
the
don't know.
hoodie
Everybody just
blazer?
looks ridiculous at the Met Gala. So I
It's
think
true.
like
Kanye had
the
like a
more
$10
ridiculous
jacket.
you go, like the
Right.
more fashionable people think you are.
Right. Okay, good. See, it works. If you can pull it off, you pull it off, and it depends on
It's
the event.
Dwayne Wade. He's
Right.
fine.
Right, and depends. Hey, see, shout out.
And on the subject of basketball, take time or waste time. So Aisha Curry was on Jada
Oh.
Pinkett's show Red Table Talk and admitted to her insecurities in regards to a lack of male attention. So she says if she doesn't get male attention for a long period of time, she starts to think, is something wrong with me?
Specifically from her husband.
Because this is in regards to her husband getting tons of attention from women.
Yeah, because
they've been married for
Steph
a long
Curry
time, and then
gets all the girls.
she feels that she hasn't been getting attention for a long time. She
feels
starts feeling insecure.
I mean, I think
neglected
that's
wife.
being in a relationship, right? Like if you have to pay attention to your significant other, and I think no matter if you're, super famous or not, like there needs to be a level of attention that's
attention.
given
Agreed.
there.
But
Agreed.
And-
what do you think of her insecurity coming out and saying, I wish guys would like me. I wish guys would think I'm pretty. What do you
I
think
mean,
of
it
that?
must be pretty bad if she's saying it
That's what I'm saying,
out
right.
loud and not just to
See,
Steph,
that's the
so-
point of this thing. Like, why is she saying that out in public? Like, saying that she wants males to like her.
Is
when-
it males or is she referring to Steph?
Okay, Steph, all the women are
It-
going after her because Steph's a star.
It's both. I think it's both.
Steph is a
I
star.
think it's in regard to both.
Because I would say if it's like just talking about her relationship in general, I mean, like that's a bold move to go out and say that in public. But then again, they do live their life in the public eye.
Right.
He carried his daughter to like every single freaking like post-game press conference forever.
Right.
So
She's
it's
gotta-
not like they're hiding behind a veil.
She got to man up, bruh. That's it.
No,
She
I
got to
don't
realize
think she needs to man up.
he's a celebrity. She's got to deal with it. That's what comes with it.
I don't think that's it
No?
though. I think that's probably saying more about Steph and how she feels like she just needs him to give a little bit more attention.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
fair to her, weird way to kind of express it in a public forum, but yeah.
All right.
Yeah. No need.
Yeah.
All right. Take time or waste time. The Wu-Tang Clan has a street named after them in Staten Island.
That's right,
The,
as it
the
should.
corner of Vanderbilt Avenue is now renamed Wu-Tang District.
And how many minutes will it take for that sign to be stolen?
Yeah.
Less
Are
than
you already
69
thinking
minutes.
about it?
You got the Wu-Tang Clan in New York in a street sign. How many people are going to put that up, sell them on eBay tonight, probably? That's gone. Gone. That's all I got to say about that.
All right.
Moving on.
Take time or waste time. The New York Post has done an article on how millennials and post-millennials actually are now the greatest generation of couch potatoes and shut-ins. With streaming
Shut-ins,
services, online gaming, hookup apps, and spending time on their phone, a poll suggests that they'd rather spend less money on going out and just stay home. Any thoughts on this?
What are shut-ins?
I like that word, yeah. Shut-ins. What is
It's
that?
the people hanging out in the basement.
Oh, so like they
They're
just
shutting
like
them
stay
down.
at home, like
Shut the door.
They do not go out. Yes.
Latchkey kids.
They get the
Oh,
Bite
okay.
Squad and they play the Fortnite.
They just stay at home.
got it.
Pringles,
I mean, I have
Pornhub.
no comment on that.
Okay. Aaron, do
Waste
you got
time.
any thoughts on this?
They can all get the hell out of here. Forget it. Go eat their Pringles, Pornhub, do whatever they want to do in the basement. Get out of my life. Okay, next.
So, take time or waste time. A little city in northern England has gotten national, actually worldwide attention because of their extreme pothole problem. Hawaii has very bad infrastructure, and basically someone in the town took upon themselves to spray paint dicks on every pothole in the city, and it actually motivated the government to fix them. Should Hawaii adopt this? Should we get a bunch of taggers together and take time or waste time on this?
Tiffany?
I think that's hilarious.
That's pretty much it. I mean, you know what's going to happen because it's Hawaii. Some guy going to do and mimic this, and nothing going to happen for like maybe a week, 2 weeks, something of that nature. It's going to
Depends
take
on the
a while.
neighborhood.
Depends on the neighborhood.
But if you guys go online, search England pothole dicks, and you basically
We're doing that, aren't we?
the interview, the pictures that you show, they're all different
There's somebody
designs,
out there right now
and they
that's gonna
actually got pretty
Google it right
creative
now.
based on the size of the pothole. And
Somebody's going to Google
Yeah,
this.
it's pretty awesome.
They're doing this right now.
I mean, good on them.
because when they watch on the
I-
YouTube, right, they can go on the.
They're
on their
getting
phone and
things
they'll
done out
Google it, right?
all right, take time or waste time. Walmart is producing TV shows now.
Waste time. Get out of
The
here.
retail
Move.
corporation will now be producing original content that will air on the Vudu app that will tie in directly with product placements put on the shows. So the first of their TV shows will be a remake of the 80s comedy Mr. Mom. And then you could buy products in the show as you watch. Is this consumerism, like taking it over the top? Is this,
Tiffany, can I answer this one
is
for
this,
No.
what
Okay.
the hell is this?
you? I'll be gladly because I know what you're going to say.
You do? What am I?
You want to take time on this one?
Wait, I'm in like
Walmart?
30 seconds.
Okay, go.
I love Mr. Mom.
She's gonna be watching Mr. Mom and she's like, I gotta get those Tide Pods.
No, but I'm not the type of person that would buy anything. But that's all I had to say about that. That's
right.
it.
But is that taking consumerism just over the top? Is that just too much? I think it's too much.
No one buying a Walmart channel, bro. Get out of here with this. What are they going to show on there?
They just
What?
said
Mr. Mom, what, 24 hours a day on demand?
They said
Then
they
what
have
other programs
they
are they
have
gonna get?
5 shows they're producing. That was the only one they announced. So.
No.
All right. And speaking
Get
of
outta
big
there.
retail corporations, a man is arrested in Wisconsin for trying to steal $1,500 of Hennessy at Costco.
Vietnamese love Hennessy too. Let me just tell you.
Take time or waste time on this. He
Wow,
literally just walked out of the Costco with $1,500 of Hennessy. He was eventually caught though.
Don't forget, he took a home security system too.
What did
He
they
did.
check
Yeah.
his receipt with the highlighter and like he just didn't have a receipt to show them?
They did not show the Ocean's 11 plan of this. I don't
You
think
know
it was
brother
that.
just walked
I don't
out,
think it was
probably.
that well thought out. But
Maybe he just pushed the cart really fast. Like, whoa, and he did
he's
one
like
of those
the
things.
ghetto Robin Hood.
I want to know what he's going to do with the home security.
I'm gonna say waste time.
He got the home security along with this. So what is that all about? Okay, get out of there with this. What else we got?
And that's everything.
That's it? Really?
Well, I mean, we went
That's
through
great.
12, almost 12 segments, so 12 topics.
12
Perfect, because
topics.
I'm almost done with my glass of wine.
All right, good time.
Perfect timing. So with that said, Tiffany, yet again, thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you.
Wasn't it a
Thanks for
hoot this
having
time? Or isn't it just getting more and more
Let me
extreme?
just tell you, I don't know these topics ahead of time, so I'm hearing them
But that's the
same
fun.
time as everyone else.
I didn't know about some of them either. So this is all just part of the element of surprise. It's excitement, you know. It's entertainment. That's what we're doing.
Well, thank you. I like surprises.
Right? Woo. There you go. So let's take a break, Tiffany. Take time, waste time is back. Yes.
Sleep time's over. We'll be right back.
There we are. We're back. Sleep time's over. Before we get our next guest, news and notes is what we call this.
Yeah.
Just like give an idea, because we're in May now, and coming up next week, I'm going to keep using this moniker for this guy. They're very controversial. Earl Kaimaki.
Oh,
now
man,
Earl
he's
Kakako.
back.
See, a lot of the boos are chiming in already. Very controversial man. Says so many controversial things. So he'll be on. Astro Guillotine will be the musical guest.
Oh, right on.
And then we're going to have Il Nomadic after that. And we're going to talk about the Hoku, the Nahoku Honor Awards.
Yeah, that's right.
Punahele is
Punahele,
nominated.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show. And then also coming up, Daryl Bonilla.
Yeah.
That's my
Shout
bank
out
guy.
Daryl Bonilla.
Former AZW owner. Stand-up comic is going to be on as well. Also going to be the return of Lacey Denise.
Oh, fantastic.
She's coming in for beginning of June. She'll be back. Lacey Denise. Now, newly engaged Lacey Denise. So, of the traffic people, the traffic department. Yeah. So, before we get to any of that stuff, let's go ahead and introduce our next guest, who is...
Oh, let's not forget. We got to
what else
mention
we got?
another friend to the show, Cedric Clinton, is holding his big Squeeze Play 10th anniversary event at Hawaiian Brian's. It's May 11th. So go and support our friend, Cedric Clinton.
Yeah, 10
at
years.
At that great event.
Yeah. I'm going to go show up over there for that one. That's going to be during the day, so that'll be a good one. All right, on to this man who is the co-owner of a place that I've been to recently because they have the second location now.
Yes.
Moke's Bread and Breakfast was always in Kailua. Finally, they opened the second location. As you know, I don't venture to Kailua. Various reasons. But I'm now finally able to go and check out this great man's establishment. It's only fitting we're going to have him on here, and we're going to talk NBA. Where is he? Keola Warren. Woo! Where is this guy?
Good thing that's not on the camera. Good. Good.
What drink is this? Have a see what drink are we on here, Keola?
Nice. He came out to the NWO theme.
Never mind.
Okay, why the NWO theme, Keola? What's the reasoning for that?
You know, we just...
It was the New Warriors Order.
It's the new
Good save on that one. Good save. You weren't going to say. Great save on that one. So you actually own, let me guess, somebody else got you that jersey?
No, this is mine.
Really? Okay.
Lifelong fan.
Of
Lifelong
course,
fan.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk about them shortly. How you doing, man? Last time you were on was for the NBA trade deadline, but we didn't get to talk more about back then was coming soon. Now
Coming soon.
it has finally arrived. Moke's.
We are here.
right.
We are
Kaimaki.
here. Kaimaki. New location. Just happy to serve the town crowd. We got you out for the first time, which was a revelation. You were in early before everybody else.
That's
might
right.
Might I add?
Yes.
We got the Aaron Sakai early bird
Strategy.
special.
Exactly.
Come in.
Get in, get out.
Get in. Get out.
But so what prompted the move at that point in time to get to Kaimaki? What was the reasoning?
I've been a huge fan of Kaimaki for a long time.
Yep.
Worked in the neighborhood for a long time. Really believe that it is the premier food and beverage destination. It's a full intact town. You have everything you need. You can cruise in Kaimaki all day long.
Yep.
You don't ever have to leave. It has everything you want. Start breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Yeah.
Super good food, top to bottom.
Yeah.
And we just wanted to be a part of that community. You know, bring another form of breakfast to the neighborhood.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's great because there's this one thing that blew my mind when I was there early, was the ribeye loco moco.
Yeah.
Now the phenomenal situation. Like I didn't even put two and two together. Why don't you just put the steak
Yeah.
and the rice and everything? Amazing.
That's man.
Mind blowing.
What's not to like?
It's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that automatically was a favorite. And the place is like constantly packed, right? So you can't lines all the way through the morning.
You know, weekends are super busy.
Yeah.
Weekdays, you know,
Weekdays can.
yeah, weekdays can.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I mean, weekdays are steady, but they're not slam like the weekend.
Okay,
So
got it.
early or late are always the best times.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we want to be available for people to come in and cruise and not have to wait an hour.
Yep.
You know, everybody's hungry. Like, you know, you don't. Do you want to wait an hour for breakfast?
Hell no.
No, never. Right.
Right.
Yeah. So same. Like, you're hungry. You wake up. You want to eat. You want good
We
food.
go,
You
yeah.
don't want to wait 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like, that's what we want to be. We want to be that business. So.
And what's the history behind the whole concept? Like, if you could take us back to Kailua days. And
Okay, so it's a family business. It's me, mom, dad. Moke is my dad, so that's where
Got
the
it.
namesake comes from. We opened, January 2004 in Kailua.
Yeah.
We've been there just serving the Windward community for a long time, but it's one of those things. It's like if you don't have a reason to come to Kailua, you're not coming over the hill. Granted.
Correct.
Right? Yeah.
Yes.
As we know, you have your town to what Kalihi.
I don't go past
boundaries.
Kalihi,
Don't go
but
past
that's it.
Kalihi. Yeah.
Kalihi is
So,
a strong.
yeah. We wanted to open up the doors for you.
I'm
we're-
tired. That's
yeah.
really what it is.
Yeah.
I just don't like
He
traffic.
just
Boo.
hangs
I don't
out
like
at
traffic.
Bob's Barbecue and
Oh, yeah.
Richie's driving.
Richie's driving, Bob's Barbecue. We get out of there.
Yeah.
I just don't like traffic. I'm sorry.
No.
Okay, yeah.
Fair's fair, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So what was the signature dishes that for the people that haven't gone yet?
So
The heavy hitters.
like you had the local moke is what we call it with the ribeye.
Yes.
We had Miss Tiffany come in last week, and her favorite is actually an off-menu item that we called the Big Cat Special.
Oh.
And so this is like
Reveal.
super secret Breakfast Club.
Spoiler.
Like, you know the know.
What is in that?
It's the local moco with ribeye, but on the ribeye is actually a corned beef hash patty, and around the base of the plate, after you top it with the eggs and the gravy, is 4 pieces of Portuguese sausage.
No way.
Yeah.
And Tiffany won this?
Tiffany.
Oh, how's you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Big cat.
sorry,
Big
yeah.
cat. Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, don't let her fool you.
That's
don't
amazing.
let her fool you. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Gee, wow. Off menu item. Okay.
1 pound of meat.
Really?
Pound of meat.
Oh God.
Good night.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you got the pancakes people come in for.
Yeah.
Right?
Lily koi pancakes
Yeah,
are
yeah.
super popular. We
Yeah.
make those from scratch.
Right.
The lily koi sauce is, it's a really tart, really nice flavor. It's not too sweet, which is great. A lot of times you eat sauces like that and one bite you're like, oh, power already, like
Yeah.
too much, too sweet. But this one is, you can take a few bites and it's not overbearing. So
Oh, excellent.
yeah.
And what is your take on like the brunch industry really currently? Like everybody's going out to eat, seems like, and then when you have these breakfast places on the weekends, they're majorly packed, and
Yeah.
you always see these lines. And
Yeah.
what is your take on 2019? Is it going to get bigger? Is it going to be stalemate, stagnant, or
It's
as you just opened a second one?
it's a very interesting business. What I've come to the conclusion is recently is anybody who works breakfast in food and beverage industry, we are basically like plumbers.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How's that?
Ask any chef in the industry if he wants to cook breakfast.
That is correct. Yes. See, the Lord knows he's
The
industry.
Lord knows. The Lord
The
knows.
one laugh is because he's industry. That's why he gets it.
No chef wants to wake up
Right.
at 3:00 in the morning
Right.
and cook you breakfast.
Right.
So, there are very few that are willing to wake up and do it,
Yeah.
and very few that are willing to wake up and do it well. So
That's
we
true.
have job security.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, hey, there we go. Once again, everyone, Sean Iman is. Well, then we might as well use our favorite word that we use here, a segue, to let's go NBA playoffs. That's as we round this in. We're in prime time. We're in May.
Yep.
You watched the NBA, as you know. You were on our NBA trade deadline show. So I'm going to throw some topics out here. We're just going to get into NBA talk. We haven't
NBA?
talk,
Sure.
sports.
Yeah.
Sky doesn't watch sports, so I got to
No.
talk sports with somebody.
He's sportsing over there.
Yeah, I like it.
Sportsing.
That's a word.
Yeah.
So I think it was today, or I think this was today. Russell Westbrook, Paul George. They both had surgery
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah.
Any way to salvage this team
No.
going forward? Yep.
No.
Blow it up, right?
Done. Done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's nothing left.
Nothing.
Shut the
Yeah.
whole thing down.
He should have went to LA.
Yep. Speaking of LA, Lakers signing Ty Lue. Why? Rubbish.
Waste time.
Yes.
Yeah.
LeBron wants Thibodeau as an assistant. No.
No.
Okay.
No. Does he play defense that much?
Oh.
Oh. Questionable.
He still can't find anybody for Spaceballs 2. So I don't. Not Spaceballs 2. Space Jam 2. Shout out Mel Brooks.
Spaceballs 2.
The search for more money.
For more money.
Yes, I know.
Spaceballs 2.
All right. Okay, shut up. Okay. Who do you want to win the NBA title? Who? Do you have a favorite team here? Despite this BS you're wearing, do you have a favorite? We never talked about this. I think.
No, we haven't. It's funny. I do not have. I'm gonna go on the record as saying I do not have an NBA team.
Okay.
No. Fair is fair, man. You grew up in Hawaii. You can bandwagon all you want, but I'm not gonna even pretend that that's the game. NFL, I'm a Packers fan. Like I will claim that through and through.
Right.
But NBA is storylines.
Yeah.
NBA is what's going on right now. It's what's in the season. Who's playing? I want to see the Bucks, man. Giannis.
Segue
Giannis,
again.
The Greek freak.
Bucks gonna make the finals, I think. Right?
The Greek freak, man. The kid's electric. What's not to love? 30 points
Yeah,
a game.
I think Bucks gonna go because you have one team that's in the East that's down 3-1.
Yeah.
Boston.
Yeah.
Is Kyrie done? Is he getting out of there? Is he going to New York?
Kyrie's gone.
Yeah.
Kyrie's gone.
What can you do with that? Because they have a team built around him that doesn't match him. They went to the conference finals without Kyrie.
Yeah, they don't.
They don't really technically need a guy who's like a Harden. Kyrie's another Harden.
They never should have brought Kyrie in the first place.
Yeah.
They play totally different games.
Yeah.
Kyrie wants to dribble, 30 times every time he gets the ball, he wants ISOs.
All day.
Yeah, they thrived when they had perimeter passing, teamwork.
Right.
It was team element, and now he just wants to grab the ball and dance.
Right.
And it's not working. It's clearly not working. They're down. They're going to be eliminated.
Yeah. And then that's
next
it.
game, Pau.
Yeah.
And Kyrie
to New York because if you look at the Knicks, right? They're pretty much.
But that's waste time too.
That is. But because where are you going to send Kyrie to? There's nowhere you can send him that way it will fit except a team that's decimated with no roster.
No.
Because Kyrie's a guy that you bring in and you build around him.
The fun storyline is he goes back to the Lakers and plays with LeBron.
That's not going to happen. That cannot happen.
Why?
How is that relationship really on the mend? Is it really good to go at this point?
Winning cures everything.
So we would bring him in.
No, they still won't win. You're right. Waste time.
I mean, really.
No. Kate, the rumor is KD and Kyrie are going to both go to New York. What's your take? What's your take?
I think they'll get Kyrie.
Okay.
I think.
Where does KD go?
Of him, Klay Thompson, Draymond, those three guys that are going to be possibly out. I say KD and Klay stay. Draymond goes somewhere.
Really?
I just think there's something with him because he's the most head case of the three that he will go take the money and run. Where Klay will just keep their loyalty. DeMarcus Cousins will also come back to the Warriors as well.
Really?
Because he's got another injury he's got to deal with, right, as he's a free agent.
Okay.
There is no reason for him to leave and just take another year.
Yeah.
Just stay in Warriors, stay with those guys, and just build himself back up because he's got two things on that same leg, right?
Yeah.
The Achilles and
the
the
injury was devastating. The injury was devastating.
So I think the KD thing is all a bunch of hype. I see Kyrie going. What do you think? You think both are going to go?
Interesting. I think KD's gone, and I think it would be a total waste of time. But I do think he ends up in New York for business reasons.
There is that.
I just think it's the off the court stuff that holds so much value. The endorsements, the business plans. He's very savvy business wise. He's made a lot of investments in the Bay.
Right.
Like he's gonna try to do the same, East Coast, West Coast.
Right.
Him and Kyrie end up in New York, but nothing ever comes of it.
Because then what's going to happen there, right? All their money's going to go into those two guys,
Yeah.
and you're going to sign like veterans on 1 year deal,
The Knicks
2 year deal.
the Knicks
Michael
are-
Beasley,
The Knicks are dysfunctional,
Right.
top to bottom.
Right.
It's not.
crazy owner.
Yeah, it's not a savvy organization. They're
Right.
par for the course.
Well, speaking of trash teams, okay, so here's my prediction. I wanted to throw at you, Brandon. Okay, I want to hear this. Okay.
'Kay.
So the GM for the Suns,
Yep.
who's James Jones,
Yep.
LeBron's boy,
God Almighty.
he came out and he said for the offseason he wants to get a player in his prime to build around.
Okay.
You got DeAndre Ayton and you got Devin,
Yeah,
Booker.
Booker. Yep.
They have the potential number 1 pick.
Sure.
Trying for Zion,
Yep.
right? So why don't they pull the trigger on getting Anthony Davis? Give them the number 1 pick. So I ask you this: who would you take right now? Would you take Anthony Davis or Zion right now?
Wow.
What would be your pick for which player you want?
I mean, as a GM, you got to go Anthony Davis. Like,
Right, you got Booker.
you have to. I mean,
Right.
You have a proven commodity versus a potential number 1 with a lot of question marks. Like,
Right.
They're all question marks coming out
Right.
of college. Like, could he be the next LeBron James? Yeah, he could. Could he also be the next Greg Oden?
Right.
Yeah, he could. You know, so
But if the Lakers can't make a deal with Anthony Davis, then they're trading everybody out, and
yeah,
Pelicans still said, forget it.
yeah.
Phoenix gives them the number 1 pick and says, okay, here you go. You know who it's going to be. You want it?
I
Anthony
still
Davis?
I still think the best deal for the Pelicans and Anthony Davis is with the Celtics.
And who would you go for in that trade to switch out? Would you go just straight up with Kyrie and a couple other picks? And,
I don't think
cash
I don't think you have
considerations?
Kyrie as an option. I think you have they have a lot of future.
All right,
they have
Kyrie's
a
a
lot
free
of
agent.
future picks. So
Yeah.
you're getting 2 future picks
Yeah.
and 3 young players.
yeah.
Jason Tatum in that mix. Yeah, I mean
You're going to have to take in.
five potential players versus the number 1 overall. Like
Right.
depth roster wise, like that's
Well, you could throw in some more players. You're gonna
Sure.
Josh Jackson,
yeah.
DeAnthony Melton.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
We're the only
You're
guys
s-
in this room
You
that
are
knows who that is.
selling me.
Yeah, isn't that something?
Sold.
I was going to say Trevor Ariza. but
Trevor
he's not there.
Ariza.
He's gone. Oh,
My favorite Suns
that's what I
player.
say. That's right. You did mention this before. You mentioned this on the NBA trade deadline show.
Yeah.
That's currently on. So let's talk about this. I have to mention that I there's a team that I like, that I happen to be a fan of.
This what? Who might this team be?
It's
Curious. Inquiring minds want to know.
There's this team in Texas. It
Tejas.
just happens to be
Wow. How you?
not San Antonio, not Dallas, but the Houston Rockets of Houston.
Everything's bigger.
Correct.
Yeah.
Whataburger over In-N-Out,
Wow.
I guess. But tie the series up as of this recording.
Mm-hmm.
We got the game tomorrow, Game 5.
Okay.
We got blood red, Darth Maul, James Harden
Yes.
walking around with the eye. We got Austin Rivers stepping up finally. I always liked that guy. No, just kidding. PJ Tucker steps up
Lies,
finally.
lies.
He's only like 6'2", but he's like playing like 6'9",
6'10", yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Where do you see the Game 3 was the worst Steph Curry game he's ever played, by far.
Yeah.
Where do you think this goes? You can be honest.
I don't see Golden State losing. I don't see Golden State losing in a 7-game series.
They have home and court advantage.
Your boy Harden's been playing lights out, but he's
Chris Paul's gonna screw it up.
well, yeah. But Harden's doing his best like third eye blind impersonation. He's like opened
Everybody
up
get
his
that reference?
yeah.
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 I wish they would play Kenneth Faried. I think that for
Yes,
some reason I don't
absolutely.
understand
Yeah.
what if there's something in the back that's going on
No,
in the
he's-
locker room. He pissed somebody off.
He's a difference maker.
I don't get
Yeah.
it. But so that's the one thing that I'm like the bench, the rotation, something's not right.
No. Yeah.
They're making their shots. They're playing better defense in the last game, but it's going to be a 7-gamer and yeah.
Unfortunately, Chris Paul's legacy has never quite made it.
No, it hasn't.
And that's going to be
Right.
And that's going to be what it comes down to. He's been on the cusp a lot of times, and he's a great player, but the ability to close series is not.
No.
It's never going to be his legacy.
Happened last year.
Yep.
So it all comes down to that guy.
Yeah.
It's going to come down to him again.
Yeah.
Everybody else is doing what they got to do.
Yeah. Harden puts the ball in the basket. The eyes or no eyes. He doesn't even have to fucking see. He just scores the ball. Doesn't matter.
It looks good with that red, though. It's a good
Yeah,
marketing
I like
that they're
it.
doing with the
Yeah.
red eye there.
Yeah.
So that works. Yeah, and you can use all kind of puns with the red eye. Catch the red eye.
Cyclops.
Right.
Here's that. Yeah.
So, Sky, any questions before we
No, do
take a break here?
Keola is a huge wrestling fan, and you're a big wrestling fan.
That's right. You mentioned
Did you
this
know that?
now yes. I do know this because here we go. This is gonna be something no homo. WrestleMania show was coming up, and we were messaging each other late. You slid in my DMs or something, or I don't know what happened.
Hey.
We both did it at the same time. It was a strange situation.
Sleep time's over, bro.
And then
Relax.
we were going off into you was going off into all this wrestling stuff. I was like, oh, I didn't even know that you were into this.
Yeah.
So then we were just talking about wrestling, current state of wrestling, and all that. And we should have had you for the wrestling trivia. Would you be a wrestling trivia candidate? Qualify as the champion, and
Wow.
we need another. He needs to defend the title.
All right. Well,
Really?
I'm ready to step up and.
Okay, we have another
You-
contender.
Hey,
like
you
it.
gotta to be the champ. You gotta beat the champ.
Hey, there you go. There's your promo from
There's
Keola
your
Warren.
promo.
But this is good. We need more people. We need more people in this wrestling tournament right
That's
now.
what I was thinking too. You build up the roster, you know.
That's right. You know, this great stuff. So that's gonna work. That's gonna work. At least another added. So that'll make you a 3-timer on the show, just like that.
That's right.
Join the
And
3-timer club.
congratulations to you. You're getting married later this year.
3 times.
And we gotta shout this out before we go. You're gonna do the big deal
do the big deal.
in August,
September.
Yes.
End of September in Italy.
Wow.
Yep.
Well,
She's crazy enough to say yes. So
oh, that's all it takes.
Yep.
That's it.
there it is.
Phenomenal.
Yep.
How long are you guys gonna be there? For the whole thing.
The
altogether?
whole shebang.
Yeah.
We're looking at probably 3 weeks. We got a bunch of people coming over with us. We got the Lord's gonna be there.
That's right.
Tiffany Nene's gonna be there. Sky Cameron's gonna be
There you
there.
go.
So it's gonna be a blast. We're gonna eat. We're gonna
Unreal.
drink. We're gonna.
Oh.
We'll send you a message. We'll slide into your DMs at 3 o'clock in the
3 in the
morning
right,
Italian
yeah.
time. Yeah.
Hey, good morning. I'm like, no, it's
Send
not
you
that
some
time.
Fernet shots. Whatever.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
good.
whatever you need.
We'll do like a
Wow.
Lady and the Tramp thing with like the noodle.
We'll do that. Yeah, send me the video of you eating the spaghetti, and then I'll
Yes.
send you a video back of the spaghetti. We'll somehow put that together.
Wow. This
All
show just got weird, man.
Yes, yes.
Who's the
We're-
lady and who's the tramp?
Promises.
You decide.
Promises.
All right, okay, it's getting too awkward right now. Let's take a break here. And Keola Warren, man, I tell you, as always, good stuff.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate
Good
it.
stuff, man.
Good to be on.
Yeah, we'll take a break. Sleep time's over.
Sleep time's over. We'll be right back.
There we are. We are back. Myalz is here, everyone. How about
Hey,
it?
what's up, West?
How
That
about
sounded,
it?
that sounded
What
like
it is?
a sad goose, by the way,
It
that
does,
intro.
yeah.
Like, we gotta,
I don't know what app he's using. I don't know what he's trying to do with
I
this
know,
app.
like, all right, cool. Mundane again, that's the word for today.
I like that word.
Yeah.
I like it.
Mundane, like a lot of people got to look in the dictionary for that. Like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? That's what we're doing right now.
I like that word. We got to bring that back. We got to bring that back. Myalz, how you been, man? What's going on?
I've been actually out of prison. You know what I mean? That,
Yep.
And that, to everybody, that's like a big step forward. But to me, that's like, it's a bigger step forward.
Yep.
Because in prison, you can do whatever you want on yourself. You know what I mean? Like, you only have yourself in there.
Yep.
In that walls, that 4x4, whatever have you. I was gonna swear on top of that, but like, speak to whatever.
It comes out.
But it's like, look, if you can't face that 4x4, then you can't face the world.
Yep.
So then you're just a bitch. You know what I mean? Basically following somebody else's lead because they tell you when to shit, when to eat, when to fucking go to visits and all of that stuff.
Right.
And it's like, look, I created my own routine in there. And then the guards, the COs and all that stuff has to follow my routine. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that's unheard of, but money talks, you know what I mean? Like, so I did like almost 12 years already in there.
Wow.
Yeah.
But then hey, you're out now.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
tell you what.
No proud, nothing proud
And
of that shit.
right.
That's
but
what
then-
life like 10 times over.
Like once again, with another theme of the show, we're talking about that now, and you literally just came out with a new song.
I honestly came up with this song.
When did this come out?
About 4 months ago,
Okay.
5 months ago.
And then you released it. Seemed like I seen the post today. Like you put them
I
out.
almost released it.
Oh, okay.
Toxic been working with it in LA. I have my beat producer, everybody in LA. I got Bobby and Khalid, but Bobby's a bitch. and I'll tell Bobby to his face. No, I'll tell you this right now, because Bobby is, I'll work on your song for an hour, and in the next hour, you're going to pay for another song. You know what I mean? Like, and then that's the
I
thing,
like
like, if we're going to do
Business deals. going on.
business, like shit, let's do business. I got my money and let's produce some music and something for Hawaii to pump, because Hawaii is on like the last map of everything.
You know what I mean? Nobody
Yeah.
takes Hawaii seriously in rap and hip hop.
Yeah.
A lot of bitches, a lot of blasphemy in the producing in everything. You know what I mean? And that's what I want to talk to them about,
Yeah.
authenticity in
Right.
Hawaii. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like a lot of these guys, there's an influx in murderers nowadays, and a lot of people that do gang shit and sell drugs and all of that stuff. But if you're honestly selling drugs, why would you tell the FBI that you got like 5 keys in the back of the van right now?
There you go.
It makes no sense. So you never hear me talk about pumping keys. You never hear me talk about murdering anybody. You never hear me talk about anything that would incriminate me or anybody else in the scene.
No, that was one of the things that I seen that gravitated toward you is that what you said, the authenticity is there. Like you're telling real stuff going on.
I can't spit. Like I was on the FBI top 10 Hawaii Gang Force Unit, DEA, ATF, fucking everything you can name. All the alphabet boys in Hawaii.
Yep.
I went back to prison for that. So I made a video, right? Because I'm from Waianae and I wanted to let everybody know, like, look, this is what my Waianae was about growing up. Me and Max Holloway, fucking Yancy Medeiros, all of that shit.
Yep.
And it was like, okay, they don't have guns, they don't do violence, they adhere to their own responsibilities. My responsibilities was what I knew. And what I knew was keeping it intact of feeding my family at the time. You know what I mean? And being a little bit wild and doing whatever the fuck I wanted to because I could in Waianae and anywhere part on the island. You know what I mean? I never got scoldings because I had a big-ass gun about this tall. And nobody's gonna scold somebody with a big ass gun this tall.
I don't think so. No.
Who would scold somebody?
Oh.
They couldn't. So they told on me.
Right, that's what you told me, yeah.
And the cops can scold you because the cops scolded me. You hear me?
I like that one. The cops can scold you.
Hey,
All right.
that's the only people that scolded me was FBI.
Wow.
And it was a shame because I was just protecting my people
Right.
from mainland people.
And that song came out, what, 2017? When was that?
Yeah, 2017. Like me and Astro Guillotine,
Shout out.
Hanai, brother him,
Yeah.
was Arizona, and it's big ass prison in Arizona. They put all the Hawaii inmates in Arizona, and it was like you gotta make it in Arizona or you don't. Like people was dying up there and getting stabbed and all that shit. And I was nobody. You know what I mean? I'm a nobody, but I'm not a nobody.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just the point where I don't walk around with my head down, but I walk around with my heart with a low spirit. And if you have a low spirit in any way you go, that's the whole concept of Hawaii. Is you give love no matter wherever the fuck you are, or whatever trials and tribulations or obstacles that you going to, you give love, right? And then you get it back.
Right, exactly.
Not that same incident because I was like, where the fuck is it, God? You know what I mean?
Right.
Or Lono or whatever God you want to go to. But it was the main thing was producing something for the islands that was authentic, that was real, that was like from the heart, the passion, the love, the devotion, the fucking realness.
If that isn't the best segue we've had in the theme of segues,
You can't do
your
that.
newest song, we're going to get going, Hawaii Boy.
Hawaii Boy. I was gonna be Hawaii Anthem, but
Yeah.
hey, Hawaii Boy.
I love
That
it.
I
I love
mean
it.
is-
Let's get this. You ready to go? This will be the first time you perform in a bit.
In ever 2 years. So I'm like
Okay.
rusty as fuck.
It's fine. We're that kind of show. We're a rusty as fuck kind of show. Don't worry.
It's like shit.
So-
Let me take off my pants and everything.
Wow.
No,
Oh, put the sandwich inside. Okay.
know what I mean? We got
Okay.
like. Nah.
We still get food left. Okay. Okay, sir. Okay, so you ready? We got the song ready?
All right, like
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Myalz Stunner.
Hawaii Anthem, baby. And this right there goes out to all the Hawaii boys going through the struggle or the realness, wherever the fuck we from. It is what it is. Like unless you got like ounces in your pocket or you got thousands. We suddenly stunning, shining brighter than your summer. Persecuted, gonna never ever die a runner. Different in all the lands, pink, white, the black sands. Thinking you the man, disappear for $5 grand. Keep myself 100 island boy, steady stunning. Catch you saying something, only deadly repercussions. Think you're bulletproof, you ain't tough, you just cute. I'm popping Fruity Loops, adrenaline to the roof. Hold it down for the set. Derby Bird, place a bet. Don't forget, Ghost Tech, eyes locked, no regrets. I'm a phoenix risen, rat it out, been to prison. Talk about beef and I'm wiping ammunition. Fucking politicians changing rules, keep us under. Strict prison sentences, but still we smoking thunder. Yeah, I'm on an island, silencer, still silent. Got a lower state spirit with a tendency of violence. White boy, certified till I die. Maui boy, get high, let's ride. Knee how boy, stay fly. Oahu boy, no testify. Alibis, Kaho'o lave boy. Oh, we mentioned all the islands on this, cause I love everybody on the islands. Till we motherfucking die. 808 gang, 808 gang, 808 bang. But you talk, but your walk is fucking crooked. Tussle whole teams, cause you're just a bunch of pussies. Don't never talk tough when you a few shots deep. I wake up beast mode from a beast fucking sleep. Roll up to your set, Mac a bad bitch for sex. Pimp slap you disrespect, then whisper who's next. Raise the months wolves in case you fake fuck forgot. A gritty it's a hoods, light you up till you drop. Keep talking like the guns ain't guns where I'm from. Military rounds touch you once and you're done. Come to my islands, motherfuckers, come correct. Bump stocks ain't shit to a full water check. Ripping 808 projects, puffing on that toxic. All about that shit, man, fuck silly gossip. Told you I got stunners that'll kill your ass for profit. We live and die lower here, don't fuck with that concept. White boy, certified till I die. I love this. You know what I mean? We all Oahu boys, girls too. Love it boy, to Kauai, Kauai, Molokai, till we motherfucking die. 808 gang, 808 gang, 808. Aloha or thank you, I all that boy spank you. Step out of line, boy, you gon' get strangled. Give a fucks in your cup, straight up fisticuffs. Goons acting tough, soldiers 4x4 in trucks. My whole state ever ready, focused on your target. Laughing at compassion, heart colder than the orchard. Do this shit sober, never need an 8-ball. Quit talking medicated like you the one to call. Pull up to your spot, sub it straight, jacket laced. Smile at your bitch while I rearrange your face. You ain't talking now shit, you getting belly breathe. Told you coolie, waha clown, it shit make believe. I love my fucking city and I die for my state. Mainland tough guys, better pump your fucking brakes. Come down for vacations, take a pic, look cute. Respect my lovely island, all that 2, 3 gon' shoot. White boy, stop. You know how much mainland guys are run over for that? Dirty lickings, cause put them in their place. You know what I mean?
Oh,
you cannot get authentic than that, though.
That's as authentic as you're gonna get right there. Yo, hey.
Word on that fucking song is real. Like Buddha. Wait, to the feds.
Yeah, you. What are you doing? Exactly. No, be the guy. Yes, they didn't do that. Wow.
When it comes to Hawaii, I was born and raised Waianae, Alimanu, wherever the fuck it is. It doesn't matter where you're raised up. It doesn't matter the fucking love and aloha you have in your heart and you give to other people. That's what it is.
Oof,
you know what I mean?
Man, good stuff, man. Good stuff. Where can we find this song? Where can we download them?
No, you can't.
Cannot.
Negative.
That's the best.
Not even on YouTube. No.
Oh, you're not doing YouTube?
No,
okay.
It's in the process.
Okay, got it.
Of remember I was.
Yeah. You're still tweaking premiere? It. That's the island premiere.
Honestly, world premiere because we got Idaho, Tennessee, South Carolina, everybody else waiting for this fucking song. That Waianae anthem. People like didn't even fucking not even from Hawaii bought that shit though, and I got love for them because of the passion. You know what I mean?
That's what it's all about. Milestone, everybody. How about it?
West, baby.
How about it, sir? Whew. All right, we got to get out of here. We're tired. You are now tired.
I'm not tired.
No, okay.
Where's Asylum?
Really? No asylum.
yeah,
That's
no.
a whole other situation.
No, honestly, but thank you.
Brother, thank you very much for coming on.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff, man.
Honestly.
Sky, we'll get out of here. Thank you to the Lord, Sakai and Company, everybody that's come out tonight. Thank you all for coming.
All our supporters, our sponsors.
Earl Kaimaki on next week. Earl Kakako next week.
Yep. Shout out to Light Sleepers.
Light
Can't forget about
Sleepers.
Light
Kavit, where you at? All right, we get out of here. Sleep time's over.
West, baby.
Thank you for listening to Sleep Time's Over. Time's over. No sleeping tonight.